So I'm about a week 25, and this is the 15th June until the 21st of June. And this was another busy week. I was down in London again at the beginning of this week and at the end of this week. So yeah, it was just another busy sort of week in the summer, which is nice. The weather was really lovely. So I got to use this collection, which is My Favourite Summer by Echo Park. I've used it once before, and it's just a very nice collection for documenting summertime in England, because it just has the right sort of stickers for what we actually do here in the UK, rather than, we don't have swimming pools or anything like that. So as much as I'd love it, they don't get used. So it's, this was a bit more England friendly for the summer, this collection. So yeah, I really enjoyed using it, and I enjoyed using up some of the other cut parts that I don't normally use. So the first photo at the top, there's actually two photos. It's a picture of me and my friends, and a picture of Wembley. So on the Saturday, I said last week, I stayed down at my friend's house because we were going down to London on the Sunday to go to the summertime capital ball, or capital summertime ball. And it was amazing. So it basically is like a mix of everyone. So there was Will Smith, Mariah Carey, Lola Young, trying to think who else, JLS, Rita Ora, Jessie J. There was loads. Busted. There was absolutely loads, and I will be doing a separate insert of all the acts. I took pictures of all of them, and I will be doing a separate insert, and obviously some other bits that I took on the day as well. But I listen to Capital every day when I'm at work, and I've always wanted to go, and this year it just happened. So I went with three of these friends, and it was just amazing. It's a long day. We got there at 3 and it finishes at 10. So it is a long day, but as I said, we got to like 17 artists, so loads, and they were really, really good. So yeah, we had a really good time. So I can't wait to do that insert. I just don't know if I'm going to do it just yet or wait till I move house, because I do want to do some stamping with all the different artists, but I just don't actually know where my stamps are at the moment. My little ones, I know where my big alpha stamps are, but not sure where my little wooden block ones are, which is what I wanted to use. So if I can find them easy enough, I might do it before we move house, but if not, that's another one I need to do. So I need to do my Cowboy Carter insert, and then I'll do my Capital Summertime Ball insert as well. So yeah, quite a few things to catch up on when I move house. So I just put the two photos in there, and as I said, I'll keep the rest for the separate insert. Then the middle section is just some random little photos. So it was actually Father's Day on the Sunday. So I texted my dad. Obviously, I was in London, so I couldn't really do too much. I couldn't go and see him, but I texted him, and he always sends me a really lovely text back, and he always calls me by my new surname and things like that. And it's just really nice. I like to keep those things because it's just a simple little text, but I just really like it. So I like to print those off and put them in my album. My dad's not the most free of expression. He's quite a man of simple words. So to get something like that out of him, it's just nice to keep. And then on the Monday, I did have to come home. So we stayed overnight on the Sunday because I said it didn't finish until 10. So we got back to our hotel just before 11. And then I was up at 6 for the train home. So that's just a picture of the tube. So I got the tube from... we stayed near Farringdon. It's only one stop out of King's Cross. So I just got the tube from Farringdon to King's Cross, and then I jumped on a train back up north to go back to work again at midday. So yeah, it's been a really hectic couple of weeks with not much sleep. So yeah, that's just a picture of the tube. I like to use both of the rainbows on either side, and then in the middle I like that little card that says "Oh so sweet," because obviously that's referring to my dad's text. Then down the middle, so the rest of the week I was at work pretty much, and we just made the most of the nice weather really. Again, we were supposed to move house this week. There was another date floating, which was the 20th, so Friday the 20th of June, and it was quite close in all honesty. People seemed ready this time, but we had to cut it because they weren't ready by Tuesday, and the people that we're buying off, they needed to know by Tuesday if we were definitely moving and exchanging, because they've got to organise removal men and stuff like that, and obviously they've got to pay out for that. So they don't want to be out of pocket. So people weren't ready by Tuesday, so they said we can't move on Friday. There was a bit of drama around it, but it's fine. We're still here. But we hopefully got another date going, and it looks a bit more realistic this time. I'm not going to jinx it and tell you which day it is just yet, but it does look more realistic. So we'll see. I do feel a bit more positive about it, and I'm hoping we'll be in the next couple of weeks. Every day I'm waiting for the email to be saying like, right, we're exchanged and all that sort of jazz. But I will let you know as soon as I get some good news and definite news. I will let you know. But at the moment, we're still here. So yeah, the last two photos are just some nice pictures of out in the garden and things. So Joe and I actually went for a nice little walk around the park. So I just got a picture of him walking around there. And I like that card that says, "You are my sunshine." So obviously we've been really busy recently. So to spend some time with Joe was just nice. Just to go out for a nice walk and things. He's gone back to work. So he's not at home all the time anymore. So yeah, it's just nice to spend the time we can with each other. And then the last photo is a picture of the cats just playing. So it was actually next door's cat. He wanted to come see me, but Moose was sat in his way. So he actually jumped up onto the fence and tried to walk along the fence. And I think it was so narrow that he gave up and he just sort of plonked himself down on the fence. And he just looked so funny, just trying to balance on top of the fence. So I just got a picture of that. And I actually sent that to Joe. So I just thought it was a cute little photo of the cats playing. And then, I'm just going to stamp my weeks at the top. The rest of this week was just a bit of a, get sort of ready week for the house. Like, I can't really commit to many days off and do things because until we get a set date, I don't want to be behind and not do something with the house. And then they go, right, you're moving next Friday, so I keep having just to do random bits with the house. So my days off at the moment are just surrounded by the house. But I did actually make the most of the weekend because we weren't moving on the Friday. I did decide to do something by myself on the Saturday just to get out and about. Even though I've had a really busy week, I felt like I wanted to do something for myself by myself. Joe was at work, so you'll see what I do. But it was just nice. Yeah, it was just a really nice sort of summery week. As I said, it's raining now, so that might be it for our summer. But I'm still trying to use some summer collections. I don't use that many of them, and I do have loads. When I was trying to find this one, I did realise how many summer collections I have. But as I said, a lot of them are all about the beach. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll be back with part 2 soon.